Chat, I thought Barcelona was broke. I thought that they said they had no money. I thought all the reports were saying that they were in a financial crisis. So how are they able to just pull off the signing of Dani Olmo? Because they've signed him from RB Leipzig. I've been telling you guys for months, Barcelona are not broke. Yes, I think they do have financial issues, but they generate hundreds of millions every single season. I'm talking about over 500 million Barcelona make per season. And people really expect me to believe that they didn't have any money. I think that they're just trying to get better deals and not get ripped off. Because any time in the past that Barcelona have spent a lot of money, it's never worked out, right? Ousmane Dembele, Antoine Griezmann, right? Coutinho. And I think they've learned from that. Yes, again, they do have some kind of financial issues going on, but they're not as broke as they want you to believe. And this signing of Dani Olmo right here has just proved it. There were people telling me that they won't be able to pay for Dani Olmo. So how'd they get a deal done for 55 million plus 7 M's in add-ons, which, by the way, is a good piece of business. This is actually a fair transfer price, especially in a transfer market that's super inflated. And I do like this signing for Barca, right? They are going to need all the help that they can get for next season. Going against Real Madrid, who have Mbappe, Vinny, Rodrigo, Endrick, Arda Güler, Jude Bellingham, Fede Valverde, Tchouaméni, Camavinga. It's too much. They're going to be getting pummeled for the next few seasons. So they need all the help that they can get. And them signing Dani Olmo, to me, who's a good player, I think it's going to work out. I think he will fit in that Barca system. He's also from the academy. He's grown up playing the Barcelona way. And I know that Man City were also in for him, right? Because he had a really good Euros. He was a big part in why they won that tournament. I believe he's also playing for Spain in the Olympics, and I think he's doing well there. So he's clearly a good player, right? I mean, Pedri went down during the Olympics. During the Euros. Dani Olmo stepped up, and they didn't even miss Pedri. This guy was scoring goals, creating chances, right? He's a good player. He's technical. He could bring his teammates into the game. He can create chances. He's good in and around the box. He's a creative outlet. He's not that clinical, right? He's not going to be a guy that's going to go out there and get you 20 goals a season. But he does make your attack better. And when I look at the Barcelona system that they have right now in the personnel, you already got Lamine Yamal on that right wing. But that left wing is open, right? And I know that Dani Olmo is more of an attacking midfielder. But Barca in that area of the pitch in midfield, they got a lot of players, right? Like they already got Pedri. You got Gundo. Gavi's going to be coming back from injury. You also have Frankie de Jong. And there's probably some other people that I'm missing as well. So I think where Dani Olmo is going to start at the, with the squad that they currently have right now is on that left wing, right? Because Rafinha is ass. He's garbage. This guy is not even Brazilian. He's a Bolivian. And I don't think he's better than Dani Olmo. I think Olmo starts on that left wing. Now, nothing is really confirmed with Nico Williams, right? We know that they were going after Nico Williams, but that deal looks really complicated. So they had to go and move in the transfer market, right? You can't be waiting around on this one player. And I think that Dani Olmo, good value in the market. I know that Man City were being linked with him as well, as I brought up earlier. And I know people were saying, oh, if Man City wants you, then it makes more sense to go Man City over Barcelona because Man City, they're one of the best teams in the world. They got Pep Guardiola. They're a very well-run club. They're going to win trophies. And it does make sense. But I think the reason that he picked Barcelona, right, is one, he's Spanish. Two, he's from their academy. So I think he is a Barcelona fan. I think it is his dream to play for that club. And even though Barca, right, you guys are shit at the moment, you're probably not going to no trophies next season. But if you're a player like Dani Olmo, and if you're thinking about it from his POV, you're going to get to go and play for your dream club. And you could possibly dethrone this mighty Real Madrid side. If Barcelona are able to win a Champions League or even win next season's La Liga, they're going to be legends, right? Barca are also a much bigger club than what Man City are. I think this is a good deal, man. Barca, look, fair enough. I got to give credit where it's due. I can't be biased. I know, people think just because you're a Madrid fan, you got to just hate on what Barcelona do. No, I don't hate it. And to be honest, I want Barca to sign Dani Olmo, right? I want them to go out there and now get Nico Williams. I want them to strengthen because I actually feel a little pity for them. Because what we're about to do to them for the next few seasons, it's going to be bad, chat. And I actually do want El Clasicos and I do want La Liga to be more competitive. I do want it to be a bit more entertaining, right? I remember back in the days, El Clasico used to mean something. Everybody in the world made sure to watch that game. Nowadays, it seems like it's like another game, right? It's like, oh, El Clasico's on. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless you're a Barca or Madrid fan, it just don't really hit like it used to. So, yeah, you got Lamine Yamal. Now you add Dani Olmo. Barca have to go out there and make some other signings as well. I told people that they were going to spend money. Once they sacked Xavi and brought in Hansi Flick, I knew they were going to spend. There's no way that Hansi Flick would have agreed to become Barcelona's manager if they didn't make any reassurances to him about summer transfers. Because Barca are a big club, right? They're still going to want to compete for La Liga, for the Champions League, for Copa del Rey, the Spanish Super Cup, right? They're still going to want to go toe-to-toe with Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, and all these other big teams in Europe. So why would you go there if they don't promise you signings, if they don't promise that they're going to improve the squad, right? Barcelona, for months, were getting linked with a lot of their players leaving, right? Like Arroyo going to Bayern Munich, Frankie de Jong possibly leaving the club as well, PSG coming in with the bid for Lamine Yamal. And I was saying, well, if they're going to be selling those players, then how are they going to expect to compete? And once they brought in Hansi Flick, I knew that Barcelona were trying to compete. You don't bring in a manager of Hansi Flick's level to rebuild. So I don't think their business is done this summer. I think they will strengthen. And for this Dani Olmo transfer, I got to give it a big W for them because it is a good move. And I think he will fit in that Barca side. And I think he's going to do pretty well in Spain. Slower league, right? This is where you see the technical players thrive. That's exactly what Dani Olmo is. RB Leipzig. I didn't watch him that much. I watched him a few times, right? Last season when Leipzig played Real Madrid in the round of 16, they outplayed us, right? To be honest, Leipzig should have knocked Madrid out last season in the Champions League. I don't know how the hell we scraped through. Thank God Vinny scored that goal in the Bernabeu. But he looks like a decent player, for sure. And I think he is going to help Barcelona's attack. Robert Lewandowski is going to definitely benefit from having him there because he is going to create chances. And again, as I said, at the time of this recording, it looks like Nico Williams might stay at Bilbao, but who knows, right? I mean, look, Barca, big club. They do have some kind of pull. Players are going to be willing to take pay cuts and, they are going to be willing to lower maybe their demands to join them. We got to just be honest here. But again, I don't really think signing Dani Olmo, Nico Williams, I don't think it really makes a difference in terms of what I expect Barca to do next year. I think they'll come top 4. Maybe they'll make the Spanish Super Cup final again. But I don't really see them winning a trophy. I still think that Madrid are the team to beat. And look, Barca, their fans need something to believe in. So, again, your biggest rivals got a super squad, right? We're making all these big signings. The fans are going to expect you to find a way to compete against them. And that's what Barca are trying to do. They brought in Hansi Flick, who is arguably one of the world's best managers, and now they're making signings. I told you guys, Barca are not as broke. I remember a few seasons ago, they were crying that they couldn't pay for any players and they couldn't afford wages, and everybody had to take a pay cut, and oh my gosh, we got to sell grass. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, Jean Laporta would have damn near sold his mom if it meant that they could have been able to bring in players. That's what the reports were making it out. And then they went out there and got Lewandowski, Jules Koundé, Rafinha. I'm like, bro, if this is broke, then what is it like when y'all got money? Even though we know what it's like because you guys sign flops. But it is what it is. Yo, get in the comment section. Let me know what you think about Barcelona signing Dani Olmo for RB Leipzig for $55 million plus 7 M's in add-ons. I think this is a very fair price because the transfer market's crazy. Leipzig could have probably been looking for like 65 to 70. But yeah, again, Man City, we're in for him. He chose Barcelona. So we'll see how it plays out. But get in the comment section. As I said, let me know what you think. Don't forget to smash that like button, share, subscribe.